Hi, my name's Alyssa Austin, and I researched the job of a CPS family-based safety service worker, which also stands for FBSS. And the example organization I did was for the Department of Family and Protective Services in Texas. And the career contact I had would be Brother Gardner, because like in the videos he said, you can use anyone that's in your network that you kind of know, and he gave permission, I know in the videos, to use him as a reference or to call and ask questions. And the working environment would be stressful because you're working with families to help them learn how to better interact with their children without abusing or neglecting them. And so that's obviously in itself stressful, because sometimes you might, obviously not agree with the parents' ways, but you have to find a way to be professional and find a way to help themselves and their family. Typical stressors would be having to work in high stressful situations. Like at times you may have to take a child out of a home because you see that it's not working out. You don't have a set work schedule. It really depends on the caseload that you have and what time the families that you're working with are able to meet. And knowing that you're working with people that have abused or neglected children can be hard, and having to read about the case files before you meet with people. And the typical job would be building relationships with therapists and law enforcement, other people in the community and organizations, because you'll work a lot with other people. And knowing how to act professional and objectively with the people you're working with, and being able to talk with families about private matters such as like income, money management. And you'll work with people of all different backgrounds, and sometimes you'll have to talk about sexuality, and if that's brought into a child's life and such, you'll have to deal with that. And the biggest thing I think is you have to understand how people have different lifestyles and cultures than your own, because you can't base what's right or wrong based off of what you live by or what you do. You have to determine the safety through a different context that's not necessarily your own, about whether they're in a safe environment. And educational requirements: you must have a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree with 2 years of work experience in the field. And the starting salary for this job in Texas is $33,000 to about $38,000, obviously depending on work experience and all that, education. And the experience salary can go up to $48,000. And like I said, this job can be very time consuming, and you really have to know how to hold your emotions together, because you definitely, I'm sure, at sometimes work with very odd, maybe mean, scary people, but you have to learn how to be professional. But that's the career I thought of because I know Brother Gardner has posted about him doing that, and it just seems like a cool way to help people while helping them learn how to be a better family, and hopefully help them be able to get along better with their kids so they can stay with them. And that's my job.